Hello and welcome. This is Shadowcoast with Shadowcoast Gaming. We are going to walk through step by step on how to install ROGUETECH, a mod for BATTLETECH. The first step is to make sure that BATTLETECH is running the way it should. Best way to do this is to launch and make sure you get to the home screen or main screen of the game. The reason we do this is to ensure that the base game or vanilla version is working the way it should, and if anything goes wrong after we've been modding, we can purely blame it on the mods and we know that we have to start over. We are going to skip through the intro and we can see here we get to that main screen. All is well. The game is installed, or the base game is installed the way it should be. Now the next thing that I highly recommend, and this part is optional, is create a backup or backup files of the game to ensure that you keep all the save games that you have and anything else that's really important to you. So if you're using Steam, the way you find the game files is right click on the game, go to Properties, Local Files, Browse Local Files, and this opens up your BattleTech folder. Now you can see here I've already copied and pasted the game, including all the contents in here to keep my vanilla version save game files and a backup. Alright, so we have these files. Now if something goes wrong, you simply delete the main BattleTech files and paste in the ones that you say made a copy of. Let's get to modding, guys. Now, I recommend using Nexus Mods. This is the only place that I know ROGUETECH can be found. I'm not sure. ROGUETECH, not ROGUEMech. I'm not sure if you can find it somewhere else, but I highly recommend Nexus Mods. Now, you do have to create an account. I created an account for this video for free. You can click through the pay options there. And it's a great site for a lot of different mods. Highly recommend it. I think one of the primary differences is the download speed and the I believe advertisements. If you pay money or donate money to the site, then you get premium status and those go away. Alright, now to the modding. Type in ROGUETECH, click it. It should look something like this. You see these images, branding images. And this is a three-step process. We have to install and put in 3 different things into the game to be able to play ROGUETECH. So first thing is we have a requirement to install Modtek. You can ignore all this other stuff. If you want to read through all the details, be my guest, but I recommend you do it on your own. So again, this is nexusmods with the s.com. You can look at the URL here if you want to go right there. First thing we have to do is install Modtek. So we click on Modtek. Now this is 2 of the 3 pieces here. Click on a step-by-step install guide. Now you can read all this literature. We have to install the BTML piece and the Modtek piece. We will walk through both. And there are step-by-step instructions here. If you prefer reading them, go here. You can close this video and read the rest if you'd like. Alright, so the first piece is installing BTML. So we're going to click here, and we're going to click on the zip file for BTML. We're going to open it up, and we are going to copy these 3 game files, and move this, and go to our BattleTech folder. Now we go to BattleTech, then BattleTech Data, then Managed, and then we are going to right click and paste in these 3 files. You can see that they've been pasted in. Now the next thing we're going to do is run as administrator the executable file. That is the BattleTech Mod Loader Injector. So run as administrator. I have all these things just as double checks that I have to click through. And this should pop up and you can see press any key to continue. Press any key to continue. Okay. The next piece that we have to do is actually go back to the BattleTech folder and create a new folder named Mods. Capital M, lowercase o-d-s. Now it's very important that it reflects this for it to work. I have not actually experimented. Now we're going to go back to this page right here, the step-by-step install guide, and we're going to download this Modtek dill file, or DLL. So we are going to download it. I'm going to click keep, and you can see in my downloads it's here. Now it's not an executable file. They don't have anything in there, so if you try to click on it, for me it doesn't work. That's why I had to go to my downloads folder to find it. Now we are going to copy it, and we're going to click on our mods folder in BattleTech, and we are going to paste this file. Perfect, easy so far. Now we're going to do a quick check with BattleTech. Right, now the only thing that we have done is installed effectively Modtek, which is allowing us to modify BattleTech. I haven't looked at the code, so I don't know specifically what it does, but my understanding is that for ROGUETECH to work, you have to install Modtek. I think that we probably need Modtek for a lot of different mods for BattleTech, and I'll explore those in upcoming videos. Alright, so once you get to this point, open it up and go look at the bottom left. And we can see that this is the version with Modtek 2.2.2 at the time of this video. Perfect. So step 1's done. We have installed 2 of the 3 pieces we need. The remaining piece, as you probably can guess, is actually installing ROGUETECH. So we're going back to Nexus Mods. We are typing in ROGUETECH. We are clicking on it. We are scrolling down, and we are going to click on Files. Now, we want the latest ROGUETECH AIO. They have this other stuff here. If you want to play around with the alpha or other pieces, feel free to, but I want the latest one. So we are going to manual download this. And you can see here it's a little bit slow. Now, under the premium benefits, we can actually see unlimited download speeds. We removed the 1 megabyte per second download speed cap for premium members. So if you want to pay for it and you are impatient, be my guest. This process will go a lot faster for you. I set this up for the free process, and we are unfortunately constrained to 1 megabyte per second. So we are slowly marching through here, and this is going to create an executable file. Now, one thing that's really important as this downloads is I'm going to need a link to the mods folder. So BattleTech, I'm going to click on mods. I'm going to click in here to copy this link. So I click Control C, but we're going to copy here so you can see. We are going to now run ROGUETECH. And again, I'm running as administrator, and paste that stuff in there and click extract. That is right, we are extracting all these good files into the mods folder. Now, the moment of truth. We've installed 3 out of 3 pieces. We are going to click play game and see if ROGUETECH launches successfully. Alright, so we have our normal introduction here, or I guess branding of Paradox and Harebrained Schemes. Now we are going to let it think. This process, the first time I installed it, it actually took me, I want to say maybe 5 to 7 minutes for ROGUETECH to boot up. I think it's just, going through the files. Now, after the first time, the load process here for the game should be a lot faster. At least it was for me the first time I went through this. While we wait here, because it could take a few minutes, I will talk through a few unique pieces that I've encountered with ROGUETECH so far, what it has to offer. The first thing is a measurable increase in difficulty. From my perspective, it is much harder to hit enemy mechs. There is a premium on melee, at least in the early game. I've been using a lot of it to great success, and that's just because you have 30 to sometimes 25% chances to hit, and you'll miss consistently. Alright, so let's talk a few other aspects. Now, the 2 biggest pieces to the game, in my opinion, are equipment and weapons. In equipment, they offer a lot of different items, right? These range from allowing you to effectively increase the tonnage of your mech So replicating the fibros or endo steel that we see in MechWarrior Online, which is awesome. Two other aspects that increase your actual sprint speed. Excuse me 1 second, I'm about to cough. Sorry about that. So yeah, you can actually put in different mods, or there's equipment that allows you to modify your mech to increase move speed. Great. We got to ROGUETECH. Now there are a slew of other things. We have new weapons such as rotary cannons, much more lost tech, and one of the most exciting things is a redefined map. There are hundreds of additional planets, and there are also additional factions that you can gain reputation with. That will conclude the guide. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Please post if there's a better way to install this game or faster way. Please let me know. I hope you found this useful, and please have fun with ROGUETECH. I really love BattleTech, but ROGUETECH is fantastic. To me, it's a completely new game, keeping me engaged with the title until that update finally comes out in June, July. I can't wait for DLC content. Please post, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.